So, guys, I think this may be a record. 5 movies, top to bottom, you two. Like, that's a record, I think.
Is it?
Can you think of a director and actor that have done 5 films from the beginning to now, straight? If I've blown your mind, I'm really happy.
I could find it if I thought long enough. It's not that crazy.
He is a wealth of knowledge.
Shakura Sawa, bro.
Oh.
Shakura Sawa.
Oh, now I'll shut up.
I think every movie they did together, but yeah.
See?
But
I need him at my pub quiz. Trivia night?
Hey, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Have him on your team.
So, Ryan, tell me, what is it about this guy? Like, what is it about him? Enjoy, Michael.
Oh, man.
Each time we worked together, he's always been the best person for the job. You know what I'm saying? So that's the simplest way to put it together. And I got in early.
Invested?
Yeah, I was, you know,
Ground
it was
floor.
Warren Buffett style.
And fair's fair, Michael. I've got to ask you back.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Man, a few things. First person to really believe in me and looked at me, I was like a movie star and was like, this is what we're gonna go do. And gave me the confidence at a time where I was unsure which way I was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trust in him and his direction and his leadership, amongst a lot of things. But I think between that, those are the things that really did it.
How were you both individually approached to join this movie? And how did Ryan explain your roles? And we're going to start with this guy.
I got given the script and I had like 3 or 4 hours to read it before the meeting was scheduled on Zoom. So I don't think 3 or 4 hours is enough time to fully wrap your head around this particular story. I did my best to. We talked. I was mainly wanting to know about the Rocky Road to Dublin element, you know, the musical factor. And that pretty much dominated the majority of Ryan and I's initial conversation.
Yeah, how did he? How was it?
He's a massive Dubliners fan.
Oh.
Luke Kelly is like a mainstay in his house.
But of course.
His kids request him.
Yeah.
Which is amazing to me.
Sweet.
So not your average meeting, not your average
I'll say that about Ryan. Also, he just knows everything. Like, you try and say, oh, I watched this movie. He goes, no, you want to watch this. Like, he's just got, it's all in here. He knows everything. So you had that meeting, and then was it a done deal, or?
It kind of was, you know, actually. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean, great for the romantic, a nice romantic end to the evening there.
Such a great role. And speaking of, this guy.
Watch this.
I don't know where the world I'm in.
What a showcase for you. This is incredible. I hope you're enjoying all the flowers people are giving you.
Yeah, man.
But
sure.
What was your journey?
I'm an artist, and I started singing background for her when I was 16 years old. And, you know, we were touring, and towards the end of the tour, somebody at a show had seen me perform, and after that, I got a call, and she contacted me and told me that, you know, somebody saw you in the crowd, and I think, you know, you should audition for this role. You know, they pitched it as like a young kid, 19-year-old sharecropper, like playing the guitar, singing the songs. So I was like, okay, let me try it. And I did that video, I sent it in. Next thing I knew, I got a call back. They sent like over a couple lines, and I read them down, sent them in. Next thing I knew, I flew out to LA to do a audition, and that's where I got to meet Ryan, Michael B. Jordan, Ludwig, so many people, and in there is when I did the in-person audition, which was nuts. And I can't even remember, like, my mind went blank. I was just like, yeah, I gotta, I can't believe I'm here, but I had to lock in and really focus just to get through, bro. And but I think it went well. And went back after that, went back home for, you know, a couple weeks, and, you know, I felt like, maybe it's possible, just waiting to hear. And then out of nowhere, I get a call, and Ryan Coogler calls me on my phone, and he tells me that I got the role and he wants me to be a part. And I lost it. I had everybody up, or I called the family group chat, and I was just like, yo, I got the role.
You family group chat it?
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy.
He rang you himself?
Huh?
Coogler. Rang you?
Yeah.
Must be one of the best parts of the job. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did Ryan first approach you with these roles, and how did he try to do the characters justice, like as a brief pitch?
I was called to meet Ryan, and I was given a 7-page scene of Annie and Smoke, and I went on a Zoom with him and was completely blown away by this scene about his way of like writing in such depth and the humanity and the clarity and the simplicity and the complexity all in one. It was like an hour, and I felt like I learned so much. I felt like he was so wise, just so wise and so interested in humanity, just interested in us. And then I went in for my audition with Michael. Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah, and then they offered me the role in the room, which was like, that's never happened before, and that was really cool. And then Michael jumped up behind Ryan, like,
That is so awesome.
cute.
We need more audition stories like that.
Truly.
There's
Great.
lots of absolutely terrible ones to counter that joyous moment.
I'll ask you about them later.
Yeah, right.
Shoot,
More
Hailee.
about it later. I read a few pages and had so many questions, but didn't know where to start. I had a conversation with Ryan in person. Then I read the full script, and I called him because I was like, okay. Because he had this incredible ability to paint the picture, just the two of us in a room. I think it was more so about feeling that passion from him and the ambition truly for the undertaking that was about to be this movie. You could feel it, and you wanted to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form. And so I was beyond honored when asked to be a part of this.
Because he's done 5 movies now with Michael and the whole team. What was it like joining that gang?
It kind of feels intimidating, right? Because it's Ryan Coogler, it's Michael B. Jordan, and you're thinking, this is a huge deal. But then you walk in and everyone is just warm and open and excited and they give you the space to create. There's like zero, I feel like there's zero ego. I can't think of like a moment where it was like ego first. It was just such a shared...
With 100-degree heat, I bet.
Yeah.
No ego.
No,
that humbles you very quickly.
It does. It
Woolen
does.
suits, big hats.
Yep.
Yep, that'll do ya.
Yeah. Even that, like, not a complaint. Not a complaint. Like, sometimes he would get really still because it's really hot, and he's like, if I move, I sweat. So, like, he'd get really still and concentrated, but generally, just, like, no complaints. Ryan was there in it with us. Like, he experienced it all with us. Like, he wasn't, like, in some air-conditioned tent all the way over there. Right. It was, like... together.
Can we talk about that incredible music sequence? I don't want to give away spoilers. There's
Yeah.
a bit of it in the trailer, but it is bravura filmmaking. It is.
Oh, right on, man.
It is showing off, and I say that. I say that again with love. But that is
Right
you
on.
just going, look what I can do. How did that feel? Locking that, finishing that, getting that in the can.
I mean, it was more look what we can do, like, cause it was. I mean, that's a total team effort. Every time you see a movie, every frame is everybody, top to bottom.
Because it's not just been Michael. You have a whole team of people that you work with time and again.
And we all know each other really well. We like a jazz band, you know what I'm saying, or a football team, you know what I'm saying, and Hannah's designs and Autumn's lighting and Ludwig's music, and everybody was there at the same time, with the exception of post-production sound.
Yeah.
Who we also have worked with for over a decade.
Eli Stills.
So that scene is not about just me. It was about us.
Got to ask about that scene, the sort of time travel music scene. And I know it's a bit of a spoiler, but just indulge me. What was it like shooting that? Because obviously you can't, mainly for Miles, I guess, but you can't maintain eye contact. You can't notice all the stuff that's going on around you. Right. So that must have been a trip.
Right.
And you've got a night and a day, like indoors, outdoors. What can you say about it?
Yeah, I remember reading it on the page and being like, yo, this is dope. Like, how is this even gonna work? Like, what are you gonna do? And then to get on set and see how like they had everything mapped out. I'm just standing in the middle, so I got the easiest job, but you kind of see everybody, you know, moving around. So in between takes, you're like, oh, you got this person over here, you got that person over there. It's like, what's going on? But just to see how everything came together, it was crazy.
There was an exterior version of it, and then an interior, which was a day and a day. It was the most phenomenal experience. The worst part about it was not being able to, in the scene, while it's happening, while that music is playing, look around you and take it all in. Because we were in the time that we were in, and nothing existed in that time but us. So the worst part was like, I'm like looking at Michael and I'm like, oh my God, you can feel the energy. The camera choreography was incredible. The steady cam was just like, I've never seen anything like it. It was so well done. But to be there and be like, I can't, I'm like trying so hard to look at you, but I like want to look at everything in this room right now and take it all in. But luckily it's on film, so we can look back at it.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Louisiana heat, like 100 degrees, 2 woolen suits.
Yep.
Whose idea was that?
Yeah, it was mine.
Let's get that guy in hats as well. We need hats.
Yeah.
Get this guy in hats.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a lot more than 100.
What was like the toughest day on set, would you say?
Yeah, twin day. The last twin day, I would say.
What was the last 20?
The heat, cigarette patch.
Oh, yeah.
120, I think.
Yeah, that was intense. Yeah, we and multiple takes, not a lot of movement, so you're standing still in the heat.
That pass is, and I know how hard that is.
Yeah.
And I know it's literally passing a cigarette, but goddamn.
And lighting it too.
Right.
Without looking.
Must have been some sort of moments of relief at night, at least.
But I mean, that's when the stuff that really wants to eat you alive comes out, including alligators. I remember one time we were shooting by water, and Ryan goes, cut. I'm like, what do you mean cut? That was going good, no? He's like, no, we need to cut. Why? There's an alligator, just
right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we should cut.
We should get out the water.
And take 5. Take 5, everyone.
I'm not a health and safety expert, but I think not now.
Yeah. And snakes and different things too. Like we had a snake wrangler on set and like just different people on the lookout for like animals that were approaching.
I would have on my camera reel on my phone so many photographs. Are you waiting for the movie to come out before you sort of...
Oh,
Do some people do that?
Yeah, I'm not very good at like sharing my pictures. I always take pictures and say I'm not sharing them, just so you know I'm just taking them for myself. But I never really share them. But maybe I will. I've got some great pics. Great pics.
Particularly you, Hailee. I'd be catching myself in the mirror going, oh. Okay. Sorry, I've forgotten. Yeah, sorry. Need to go have lunch. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, with that.
What am I saying? The mirror wouldn't work. Obviously,
nice.
Obviously,
nice.
Again, I feel the pity laugh, and I'm really grateful to you for it. My final thought is this: as I wrap things up, going back to that question before, how are you succinctly explaining this movie to your friends? Because I've just been going, I think you just need to see it.
Yeah, that's how it starts and ends. There is a crazy, wild, weird explanation in between. I really think, though, to sum it up, it is the most incredible cinematic experience. It will take you for such a ride. It will move you. It will make you laugh. It will excite you. It will scare you. And it will make you question things that are worth talking about. Thank you.
That was a good one.
But you should just go see it.
I don't want to spook you, but I think you're one of 2 movies coming out this year that have an original idea and runs with it. I think it's you and Mickey 17. So for that alone, I've got to congratulate you. That is,
right on, man.
I know that sounds like passive-aggressive or weak, but I fully mean it. Like, we need more of these movies, and you absolutely nail it. So, congrats.
Appreciate
Salute.
you, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plum.